Hello, world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show here on this Thursday, July 5th, 2018. This is a show where we discuss news from different news sources on the internet and try to discuss it in a common sense way, trying to bring the left and the right a little bit more together, or wherever you lie in that spectrum, bring us more together on a lot of these political and world news topics. We do this via the internet, so go on to different sources on the internet, discussing it, and you can write in your comments, suggestions to commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's com with a K. Or call in on my Skype thing. You don't have to have Skype, 805-994-0606. Let's have an open discussion on any of these things in a common sense way, whether you be left or right. Let's bring it together. Okay, top of the news today, it's still the Thai soccer team stuck in that cave there in Thailand. Apparently some of the volunteers inadvertently start pumping the water back into the chamber, so it's in a desperate they're trying to beat the monsoons. There's some monsoons looming. This is on Fox News that I'm reading right here. Moving over to CNN, the big news here, kind of the big news is going to be the next 11 days is the stage for Mr. Trump. The world stage is going to be making his Supreme Court pick, meeting with the UK Queen and also with Putin, all here in 11 days. So he's going to be on the world stage. Well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, hopefully, I guess I'm not fond of Mr. Trump. I don't think he's a leader. But I imagine some of the decisions he has made or are making are probably, hopefully, are going to be good for the country. That's all that matters to me. Is it going to be good for the country? That's the main thing. Is it going to be good for the country? The tariffs, all this other shit. I don't know. I'm not an economist. I'm not there. I'm not reading everything that we're just getting about probably 1% of what's actually happening out there and trying to, take these reporters' opinions on crap. Going over CNBC, private payrolls miss expectations as companies can't find enough people to hire. So there you go. That's interesting when you can't find people to hire. I think part of the problem is a lot of these companies are just only looking for college graduates to do jobs you don't need a college degree to do. That's the problem. So you're not going to get the quality that you want there, whatever. Again, USA Today, that what we mentioned earlier, water inadvertently pumped back into the Thailand cave. They're working to resolve that. BBC, the main thing there is, I'm not going to get into it because I don't know, it's just probably something they had to write about. Russia using UK as poisoning dumping ground. I don't even want to get into that article because who knows what it's about. This is going to be a short one today, as they have been. Going over to ESPN, Wimbledon's fully underway. Nothing really else happening in news for that. But on this date, July 5th, 1975, Arthur Ashe, first American man to win Wimbledon. So there you go. Back, was that 42 years ago. Long time ago. Okay, go over to T to the M to the Z, our entertainment news. Heather Locklear, EMT she allegedly attacked, lawyers up. So there you go, that EMT that she allegedly attacked when she was buzzed is lawyering up, saying she's got some severe injuries. So sorry about that, Heather. Leo DiCaprio served up a killer 4th of July party with co-host Sean Penn. They got a picture there of the boys. Not together, but they do got a picture of Mr. DiCaprio playing some volleyball, looking like he's pretty much really into it, taking a pretty big dive on that. So that was in Malibu. So there you go for that. Moving over to travel leisure, you ever thought about flying on a private jet? Well, this private airline club promises ridiculously cheap first-class flights. Aura launches next year and hopes to combine the luxury and the convenience of a private jet with the affordability and reliability of an airline. So there you go for all you travelers, which I happen to be one. That's good news. That's going to end it today, and that's going to actually end it for about 3 weeks. I'm going to be traveling to Europe for 3 weeks, meet my son over there. So I will be getting knowledge and maybe do a couple of remote deals, but who knows how I'm going to be feeling over those 3 weeks. But we're going to end it with our little quote thing, little story from Facebook. This is coming from the far left, obviously. And it's a picture of Trump going like this with the Harley Davidson's big sign on the back says, "First, Trump promises to bring manufacturing jobs back to companies like Harley Davidson. Then Trump starts a trade war with Europe. Europe retaliates with tariffs on U.S.-made motorcycles, forcing Harley Davidson to ship jobs overseas And then this morning, which is not this morning, this is a while ago, Trump threatens to impose a tax on Harley-Davidson to penalize them for shipping jobs overseas, which was his fault. What a deal maker. So much whining. There you go. That's going to end it today. Please subscribe to my channel, The Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show. We will see you in about 3 weeks. Enjoy this time. Be with your family over the course of July there in the summer. And just don't talk politics. Don't even watch the news. Do yourself a favor. Do not watch the news for the next 3 weeks. And just see how it happens. Just see how much better things are when you actually don't hear this shit. So there you go. Have a great Thirsty Thursday, even though you may be thirsted out from 4th of July. We will see you 3 weeks.